everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be the start of a new series, body recomposition for cycling. Now, I need to make changes in my health. I've not been able to enjoy the mountains of this gorgeous place, so I need to make changes. My knees have been an issue, my quads have been an issue, so I need to make some serious health changes. As you can probably work out as well, I'm not the slimmest person in the world, so that's an issue. I could do a cut, lose the weight, but then I'm really risking losing the muscle, and well, I don't have much of that. So I'm going to do something called a body recomposition. Now, simple premise for that is lose fat, which I have a lot of at the moment, and gain muscle, which I don't have a lot of at the moment. And with that, I'll get stronger, I'll bulletproof my knees, I'll hopefully be sleeping better, and just be a lot stronger for later in life as well. A bit like Dan Lloyd's Road to Fitness. I guess you could say this is it for me as well. I would also love to enjoy the area of Borg. We've got Alpe d'Huez behind me. So that video was nearly a year ago, and how time has flown. Welcome back to the body recomposition series. It's been a while since I've given you an update on how my training, how the weight and body fat has been going. So here it is. Here is nearly a year updating what's gone well, what hasn't gone well, and what I'll look to do for the next step. Have I dropped all the fat that I wanted? Have I dropped the weight that I wanted? Have I built the muscle? And am I able to do that and enjoy riding in the Alps? That's what I'll talk you through today. So before we get into the nitty-gritty detail of my body recomposition, here is a montage of what I've been up to for the last 11 months. So first I'm going to talk to you about what went well in the year's body recomposition. And firstly, and most importantly, has been my training. Being able to find something to do in the winter has always been a problem for me. I've always sort of put on weight in the winter, lost it in the summer, maybe put on a bit more in the winter as well. So stopping that has been really important. I've never been one to get on with Zwift or indoor training on the bike, so I needed to find something. And in the gym, I have found not only a fantastic way to body recomp, but also train for my cycling performance. And it's been great. I've lifted surprisingly heavy weights, particularly in the hip thrusts, as you've seen, and it's really felt the benefit in terms of losing the fat and putting on the muscle for everyday life, but also on the bike. No longer do I really feel my knee. It's only when my muscles are just really fatigued from either exercise or, well, exercise, that I begin to feel it. Another thing has been adding in the road miles, which in the main has gone well. I'll talk to you about the area that didn't in a minute. But in the main, adding in the road miles or intervals training on the bike has been really beneficial to adding more cycling specific training into it. Another thing that has gone well is my tracking. Every day I'm tracking what I eat, every day I'm tracking my weight and my body fat, just so I can see the differences of what I eat and drink each day and whether that's a good thing or whether it's a bad thing. It's helped me enjoy eating because I wanted to do this body recomposition with still enjoying eating. I still enjoy having a beer or two every so often. So it's what I do after that has been gone really well. Really focusing on the protein, cutting out the processed food, which was a big goal, and I have mostly cut that out. Rarely do I eat processed food, and tracking the weight and body fat each day can really see that daily progression, and we'll get onto the stats after what I needed to work on as well. So overall, training has gone really well, and the stats and logging information has been great as well. So moving into what I would do differently if I was to either do this again, my advice for you as a cyclist looking to body recomposition, or what I'm going to do into the future. And one thing that I would point out is that I am going to do a gym session at least 1 or 2 times a week throughout the whole year. Between September and May, June time, I was focused solely on the gym work, losing that body fat, packing on the muscle, lifting heavy and low reps, and it was great. Everything was coming off pretty quickly. I think maybe once or twice I had a bit of a plateau, but I would always come out of that relatively quickly. After that, I began to focus more on the road miles, the road intervals, and in fact, I cut the gym altogether. And a couple of things I noticed. One was a little bit of VMO issues, again, crept in, a little bit of femoral issues as well, and most importantly, with the body recomposition in mind, I saw a major plateau in what what I was losing. I was still losing throughout the months since sort of May, June 25 to August, but it was at a much slower rate to when I was in the gym 2, 3, 4 times a week. So at least going into the future, I'll do 1 or 2 sessions next summer. With the training in mind, what I'm going to do in the future is I want to maximize my winter training to put on as much muscle as humanly possible. Last winter, I was a little bit worried. Obviously, I'd had knee issues in the summer and quad issues in the summer, so I was a little bit like, oh, how much do I want to push? Now I know that I can push more and harder than I did back in 2024. So going into the winter in 25, I'm going to look to maximize my strength in the winter, not only in terms of what I'm lifting, lower body, upper body. I will actually focus on my upper body a bit more this winter, but also my macros. Like, am I getting in the right amount of protein? Am I getting in the right amount of carbs, fats? Although I do like to not restrict carbs, but hold back on that a little bit. I have enjoyed the more protein based diet. So, mostly um, maximizing my winter training and building on into the summer months as well. So, the important stats for you. How much weight have I lost? Body fat percentage, skeletal muscle, and any other fun little statistics that I think are worth sharing. Start with the body weight. September 24, I weighed 91.65 kilos. For my height, that is pretty bad. Anyway, as of the day of coming on this holiday, I weighed 68.65 kilos. So 23 kilo weight drop. Now I'm pretty happy with that.
body fat, September 24, I weighed 30, my body fat, sorry, was 33.8%. It's now 25.2. Skeletal muscle, and my lowest was 42.6. I'm now up to 48.2, which, as you can see, they are all massively heading in the right direction. And here's some fun little facts for you. My fat-free weight is now 51.28 kilos. That's come down. My bone mass has gone up. I can't remember what it was at the start, but it's gone up. My protein levels have gone up. The one I really like to see though is my metabolic age, which I believe was 39 years old when I started this. So I'm 32 now. Wait, am I 32? Yes, I'm 32. Um, it's now 32, so I'm bang on my age, and that is just fantastic. My muscle mass has gone up as well, 48.74 kilos. So all in all, I can be absolutely delighted with my progress and how it's gone. So what does the next year hold for me? It's still going to be focused on that body recomposition training. I've still got weight that I want to lose. I still have fat that I want to lose, a lot of fat that I still want to lose. And I still want to pack on the skeletal muscle. So I've mentioned already, in the winter, I'm going to try and maximize my strength goals and my strength training to build that muscle and drop that fat. That's going to, in turn, add to my cycling performance in the spring when I get back on the bike for my intervals and get ready for the cobbles. The big change that I'm going to make is in the summer next year. That's when I'm going to keep 1 or 2 gym sessions in the week as a sort of, not a top up, but a different stimulus while I work on my road intervals for probably a trip to the Alps again. For those that have been, thank you for following me on this journey. It's been wonderful, and the main thing, I've been able to enjoy the Alps and actually enjoy riding up 10-kilometer climbs, which is strange and it's wonderful. Um, those videos will come on separate videos throughout the holiday or after the holiday. But I can tell you it's been great at the moment, and I will see you next time as we head into year number 2 of my body recomposition.